Everybody, today we're going to talk about present simple and present continuous tense forms. So first let's talk about the structure of present simple tense form. It is formed by means of adding verb after the subject, and we drop off to infinitive. For example, I work in a bank in the affirmative tense, affirmative form. I don't work in a bank in the negative form. And do you work in a bank in the question form. We have a little changing in the third person singular, adding s in affirmative form. For example, she works in a bank, affirmative form. Negative form, she doesn't work in a bank. And does she work in a bank in a question form. Affirmative third person singular, how to make he, she, it forms. So remember that most verbs add s. For example, work, works, know, knows, rain, rains. Verbs that finish with s, sh, ch, and x take es. Pass, passes. Wash, washes. Teach, teaches. Mix, mixes. And we have some exceptions. Go, goes. Do, does, and have, has. So we should keep in our mind that we don't say haves, but we say has. Verbs ending in y. We have two cases for this situation. Vowel plus y. For I, a, oj, uj. We only add s. For example, say, says. Consonant plus y. We add ies and we drop off y. For example, fly, flies. So we make present simple questions with do, does plus subject plus infinitive without to. We make present simple negatives with do, does, not plus infinitive without to. So we have to keep in our mind that in neither situation we use to. I know, do I know, I don't know. You think, do you think, you do not think. He likes, does he like, she does not like. She remembers, does she remember, she does not remember. It helps, does it help, it does not help. We want, do we want, we do not want. They understand in the affirmative form. Do they understand question form? They do not understand negative form. We have one note here. Remember, only one negative word is enough. So for the sentence nobody understands me, nobody expresses negative meaning, so we don't say nobody doesn't understand me. The same situation is for the next sentence. She never phones me, never expresses negative meaning, so we don't say she doesn't never phones me. Present simple usage places. After all, making the structures and knowing how to form present simple, we should have knowledge about when to use this tense form. We use this tense form first to talk about regular habits or repeated actions. And time frequencies are always, generally, normally, usually, often, sometimes, rarely, never, every day, every morning, and etc. For example, I use the internet every day. Case 2, to talk about permanent situations. For example, my parents own a shop. It is a permanent situation. It means my parents owned the shop yesterday, they do own today, and they will own tomorrow. So it is a permanent situation. We should have one moment in our mind that when we use the present perfect, not the present, we use present perfect, not the present simple, to say how long something has continued, specifically the permanent situation, how long the permanent situation has continued. For example, my parents have owned a shop for 7 years, so 7 years indicates the length of time, so we put present perfect simple but not present simple. Case 2, to talk about facts or generally accepted truths. Time frequencies are generally, mainly, normally, usually, and traditionally. For example, it doesn't generally snow in my country in winter. Case 4, to give instructions and directions. For example, you go down to the traffic lights, then you turn left. So it is a kind of situation each of us can confront whenever we are in a strange place, and when we ask somebody how to get to our destination, so we use present simple in order to instruct somebody. Case 5, to tell stories and talk about films, books, and plays. For example, in the film, the hero falls in love with the king's daughter. So in this case, we speak about one episode, about the plot of the film. It is also true for books and plays as well. Then let's go with present continuous. Structure: am is up plus verb plus ing. So how to make ing forms? We have 3 cases here. Must verbs take ing. For example, work, working, sleep, sleeping. Verbs ending in e, drop off the last vowel e, and is added ing. For example, make, making. So e is dropped off and ing is added. Hope, hoping. Case 3, verbs ending ie changes to y, ing. For example, lie, lying. Here we see that ie is dropped off and we add y, ing. Doubling the last consonant. For example, stop, stopping, run, running. Case 1, one verb, one vowel plus one consonant. Double consonant ing. For example, stop, stopping, run, running. We have already mentioned it initially. 2 vowels don't double when we have 2 vowels. So we do not double the last consonant. For example, sleep, double e, sleeping. Wait, waiting. So a and I are double vowels and we do not double t. 2 consonants, we don't double again. For example, want, n and t are consonants and come aside, so we do not add t in the end. So wanting, help, helping. So only double in stress syllables. So we should keep in our mind that when we do not have stress syllable, we do not add the last consonant. Begin, beginning. So begin, in the word begin, stress is on the second syllable, so we doubled the last n. Negative and question forms of present continuous. See how it is changed. It is raining now. In the question we put amizar in the beginning of the sentence and we say, is it raining now? Negative form, it is not raining now, or contraction, it isn't raining now. We have got one note here. We should be attentive. We use present continuous negative to say that things are not happening now or around now. So keep in mind, some people accept present continuous only for situations that are happening at the present of speaking, but also it can occur during the process of speaking or around now, nowadays. Present continuous usage. So apart from present simple, it has got a few usage places. First usage place, previous situation, and time frequencies are at the moment, currently, now, this evening, this week, this month, and this year. For example, I am studying really hard for my exams this month. So this month is indicator for present continuous. Then the second sample, my uncle is living in Berlin at the moment. It means that he doesn't normally live there, but he's there for specific moment, specific period of time. Case 2, situation 2, to talk about actions happening at the moment of speaking. I am waiting for my friends. So it means the process is happening at the moment. So imagine a situation, somebody is calling you and asks you where you are, what are you doing, and you say, I am waiting for my friends. So it means that for a short period of time I'm here and I'm not going to wait here till the end of my life. So we use present continuous for this short period of time that is happening during the process of speaking. See the differences between present simple and present continuous. So present simple, point 1, things that are always true, but for present continuous, things that are happening now. Simple present, things that happen all the time, repeatedly, often, sometimes, never, etc. But for present continuous, things that are happening around now. Simple present, permanent actions, but present continuous temporary actions. Let's see some examples here. The sun rises in the east. It happens, it always happens. But the sun is not shining today, so it is a specific day, it's a specific period, and we use present continuous. She often wears red. It is her style. She is wearing a blue dress. So, but it is for the process of speaking, for the period of time that we are mentioning now. I play tennis. I always do this action. It's my hobby. But I am playing a lot of tennis these days. So again, it is for specific period of time. And the last sample, I am from Baku and I live in Baku. But imagine a situation. My friend is from Baku. He is a student at Harvard University. So it means that he's not going to live there till the end of his life, and he is living in the US. So it is for the period of time and he's going to be a student in the United States, so it is a temporary situation. Okay guys, thank you very much for watching and having some time. See you in our next videos.